Yo, hey, what's going on? This Flow of Substance, episode 7. I'm solo dolo right now, and I just want to get straight into it. My name Earl Decool Jr. You can call me E for short. And let's get right, let's get tight. But right now, we got to lower the vibe, lower the time, because it's a little bit more of a serious episode. It's a little bit more of a heartfelt, a little bit more of a passion project I got going on. So, it's a lot. It's not a good time in the world right now. We got a war over there in Ukraine. We are dealing with a big issue right now going on in this country, and we just lost a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? From vile and villainous ways, from people with the most evil intentions that we've seen in recent times. A lot of things are coming in violent waves, and mostly unprovoked, in my opinion. Through that, I hope we get through this time with hopefully unity, because right now it's a lot of chaos, a lot of damn chaos. Excuse Excuse me. Damn. Chaos on the damn mic. But anyway, sorry. Make sure to rate this podcast 5 stars. Anyway, it's a lot of chaos going on in the world right now, and it's not really a good look for humanity. Honestly, I don't know when it's gonna stop. Violence, sickness, division, politicians sitting on their ass, not really doing nothing, and want to disagree with each other more than solve the issue. They constantly want to defend and hold the fence even higher and higher, and they block us from the unifying thoughts that we can have and really coming across that gate and really feeling and touching one another. All we want to do is continue this division and this line that we have that we won't cross because we don't want the other side to feel that we're weak. We don't want the other side to really hear us out. So we're just going to be the loudest voice in the room, and we'll kick them out of the room if they don't want to hear us. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I really don't want to speak too heavily on the individuals and the national powers that have been not so, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just not a loving time. It's just not a time that people can really feel that we're close. People that really feel that we're a human species, race, whatever you want to call it. But it's quite sad, man. It's not. It's hard to really go through the world right now. It's not a good energy out there. I've been feeling like I'm just zoned out most of these times. I'm paranoid. I have high anxiety. I'm just scared. It's a scary time to be alive. It's not the most. Sorry. You know, when you see on the news and you see children, you see children that are being taken away from this world so so heinously in a way that a youthful life wouldn't deserve, a growing life wouldn't deserve, by lost and tormented souls, and they are projecting that hatred onto other people who are undeserving because they can't deal with the things that are in their head, and they feel like a world has shut them out and isolated them, and no one wants to open up and hear them, so they lash out. They lash out against the meek. They lash out against the ones that are simply just trying to be because they want it to be noticed. And this is the only way that they can get to that place where they are noticed. Unfortunately, it tormented souls torment others and doesn't really doesn't really seem like there'll be a solution. I'm just confused. Is this our lives? Is this how we're going to live? Is this how we'll treat one another? Is this just going to be another news story? Are people going to have to just get over it? Because it doesn't seem that there's nothing that we can do anymore. I don't know what can be done. There are many solutions for this problem that people have put out there, and some I agree with. There were talks of arming teachers. Maybe that'll give them a fighting chance. There were talks of creating military protection around schools, building schools as panic rooms, building schools as military bases. And in the preservation of me, I would say yes, wholeheartedly. I wouldn't deny that as an option. But as a as trying to think of a person who went to school and I didn't have these issues, I'm so confused on how we got here. So very confused on how we got here. Why is it this way? Why is it only seeming to get worse and worse? There's been 27 of these this year alone. 27 schools with this problem. I'm just shocked of how frequent this is. In a day and age where we can be so unified, where everyone, every part of the world, every part of the country can speak to each other, can really learn from one another, but it seems like we're just spewing the talking heads on television to continuously divide us. These senators and governors and representatives and executive leadership are just sitting in their seats with the people whose children are dying, and they're just arguing and not doing anything. Nothing? Nothing? I don't know if the answer is more gun control. I don't know if the answer is armed security. I don't know what the answer is, honestly. But it would make people feel a whole lot better if you did something. Something. Because right now, us sitting around and crying and everybody just fucking forgets. It's like we're gonna be sad about it for another week, and then what? We all go back to our daily lives till another one happens, and we all do our grief together, and then what? Then what? Then fucking what? We just forget about it. We just go back to our lives, and it's all sad, yes, but from afar. The only time it's real is when it happens to yours, and I don't wish that on anybody, but the only time it's real is when it happens to someone close to you. There are solutions that can be implemented executively, and I hope that's done. There are solutions that can be implemented at the state level, and I hope that's done. There needs to be a nationwide initiative to better fit all schools around the country, no matter where they are, no matter what city, how big, how small, to make sure children can go to school as safely as possible. We have so many stories of how the police department handled this and how the little, the news said drop the ball, but that's so much. Dropping the ball is like failing a drill. This wasn't a drill. These were human lives. These were children. These were sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, friends, kids who didn't wake up that day and expect this to happen to them. Now they're gone. They can never be brought back. We cherish those and we pray for those families who are dealing with this heavily, heavily burdened grief. I was always told the worst existence from a loving parent is for them to outlive their children. And I get so fucking mad when people just want to speak on certain things and want we haven't even had a chance to put these children on the ground, to give them a proper funeral and a proper burial. And then you want to sit here in your offices and not do anything? There are bills being proposed every day. Nothing's been passed. Everyone's sitting on their side. Red, blue, whatever, man. Whatever side you get on, make a fucking decision to make a change. Because if we're supposed to be one of the safest and most powerful nations in the world, how the fuck are our children dying? How? This doesn't make sense. We need to do something. We need to do something. All right. I just wanted to make that quick and just give my thoughts on it. And you have a good day. Thank you.